is, I pretty much stayed up to date with emails and stuff like that up there. So, it's a slow time of the year. Everything's a slow time of the year right now for mortgage, anyhow. Is he still gonna call in or no?
I don't believe so, unless we have a material need. start. Your stomach is like.
So the board of review is myself, John, you and the clerk?
Mhm.
Okay,
I'm the alternate technically.
okay.
So 48 mil in construction. 49. It's quite a bit. Or how? Yeah, we're at. I think you're around 22 mil. And Ronnie didn't think that was much. It's not gonna cover our salary increase. Our priorities. What's this?
Pulling it to Mendelhart. Good
I had a
afternoon.
big nap, so. You guys look like you could use one, I don't know, maybe.
Where's this?
Oh, I made it.
Okay, it's 3:00. We call to order the Board of Review meeting Monday, July 8th, 2024. All members are present, including Mike Smigelski from Groda Appraisals and Ray
Kojak.
Kojak.
Catalyst. Yeah, catalyst. Tanks.
Catalysts. Next item on the agenda is election of chairperson and vice chairperson.
I nominate Brian Heckendorf as chairperson.
Second.
We have a election of Brian Heckendorf by Jen Heidke and a second by John
Shanick.
Shagnick. Chairperson,
Call a vote.
oh, call a vote for that? Okay, I'm sorry. Roll call vote. Brian Heckendorf,
Aye.
John Shanick,
Aye.
Jen Heidke,
Aye.
Pamela Wolf, aye. Motion carries. Brian Heckendorf is the chair.
And then I will go ahead and make a motion to nominate John Shanick as vice chairperson.
Second.
Roll.
Motion and a second. Roll call vote.
Brian Heckendorf,
Aye.
John Shanick,
Aye.
Jen Heidke,
Aye.
Pamela Wolf, aye. Motion carries.
Excellent, thank you. Moving forward then with item number 3 on the agenda is approval of the minutes for the Board of Review meeting from May 14th, 2024.
I move to approve the minutes of the May 14th meeting.
Second.
I have a motion by Heike, second by Shanick. Any further discussion? Any questions, comments, corrections? If none, all in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 4 on the agenda is confirmation of appropriate Board of Review and open meetings notices.
So, notice of postings, 3 places within the village on May 1st, 2024, and it was put in the Washington County Daily News on May 3rd, 2024. So all appropriate notices have been posted.
Thank you very much. Item number 5 on the agenda is verification of mandatory training requirements for at least one Board of Review member for 2024.
So prior to Anastasia Constead leaving at the first meeting, she did file hers. I also have taken the Board of Review training and have my confirmation here as well.
Perfect, thank you. Item number 6 is filing and summary of annual assessment report, including the level assessments by the assessor.
Yes, the level of assessment for this year, since it was a revaluation, estimated level is 100%. Municipality.
Do you have your mic on, Ray?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
green.
thank you. Doesn't amplify, sorry.
Oh,
All right, that's all for that item then?
Yep.
All right. Item number 7 is receipt of the 2024 assessment roll and signed affidavit by the clerk from the assessor.
that was mailed or emailed back June 26th to Anastasia. I'm not sure if she forwarded that to you, but it's all digital now since the county doesn't print those. But yes, we did email that, and I do have a signed affidavit to give to Pam as well.
They are also posted with our packet,
Packet.
so they are available via tablet if anybody needs to.
And
view
there,
them.
there were 4 late open book changes, so after that, just you state that. 4 late open book changes that were made after the notices that were mailed. So since it's all digital now, we printed those pages off and we hand wrote them
Okay.
on there in red. Just save this along with that affidavit, scan it in, and save it with the assessment roll.
All set with the affidavit?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Item number 8 on the agenda is review the 2024 assessment roll that performs statutory duties, including 8.1, examine the roll, 8.2, correct description or calculation errors, 8.3, add omitted property, and 8.4, eliminate double assessed property. So the roll is on all 541 pages of it. Is on your tablet and was included in the packet. Are there any corrections or anything that need to be made?
I have not noticed any in my review.
We're not aware of any omitted properties.
Not at this time.
Okay. And not aware of any double assessed properties.
No, we are not.
Okay. All right, and then no action needed on that, correct? Item number 9 then is discussion or action to certify all corrections of error under Wisconsin statute 70.43.
So there was one of those for this year. I think Mike can elaborate on that a little bit more, what exactly happened with that scenario.
There was a parcel of ag use land that was divided from a parcel that was in the town of Jackson. And when it got converted into, or imported into the village, we converted it to residential. It should have remained cropland. So we didn't catch it until it was brought to our attention.
Mike, do you mind confirming that the use itself, when it comes to assessments, it has to deal with how the property is used in comparison to zoning?
Sure. Well, this is being tax classified as ag use.
Thank you. would say, I make a motion to place the correction of error on file.
Second.
We have a motion by Heike, second by Sheenick. Any further discussion on this item? All in favor by saying aye? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 10, discussion/action, verify with the assessor that open book changes are included in the 2024 assessment roll.
Yes, everything is in there, and just like I said, there was a couple, post open book, changes that were made that are written in the roll.
I will make a motion confirming that the open book changes are included in the 2024 assessment roll.
Second.
We have a motion by Heckendorf, second by Heike. Any further discussion? All in favor by saying aye? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 11, assessor comments.
I will comment about the open book period, the culmination of the final day of open book. We had about 15 to 20 residents, including appointments and walk-ins, and they were all reconciled. And the majority of the comments were informational about the process. And over and above that, during the period up until the open book day, we had numerous phone calls in the neighborhood of around 40 to 50, and they were all pretty much informational once they found out what the average increase was. And we did have a couple inquiries regarding the commercial, and those were all reconciled also.
I just ran in our system a total of open book notes that were taken during that time frame. So some resident might own 2 or 3 properties. It would include 3 properties in that case. We talked to a total of 60 properties. So very, very, I would say much lower than you would expect in a revaluation. But when people see what values and properties are going for now, it's.
Thank you. Anything else?
The only other thing for, I know net new construction, it looks like the village, we added $48,917,900 of, new construction.
That's new construction, okay.
Yeah.
And generally, do you have a total assessed value excluding manufacturing for us?
It looks like the total, let me just make sure I'm writing this. The total assessed value of the municipality is $1,210,589,600.
Okay. And if you wouldn't mind, the average increase with commercial broken out, do you guys have that available?
Not with commercial, I can figure that out though for you.
The residential part was estimated at 38%,
Was that resi or was that doing this?
the residential,
Okay.
purely the residential.
'Cause I think with both combined, it was closer to 30 or 34, I thought.
If I remember, yeah, it was closer to 30.
The increase of just residential alone was 35.
Okay.
Well, that's with any changes or anything that would have been
Okay.
made.
Gotcha. 38 was based on the preliminary.
So 1,210, but
Okay.
Any other comments from you guys? All right, thank you. Item number 12, allow taxpayers to examine the 2024 assessment data. Anybody wishing to, John, are you wishing to examine it?
No?
All right. No, people are in attendance to examine the assessment data. So moving on to number 13, during the first 2 hours, the consideration of any waivers. So at this point, we don't have anybody here to contest anything. So that is all good to go. And then item 14, review notices of intent to file objection. Again, we have not received any, correct?
Correct?
And then we don't need to proceed to hear any objections because we are not aware of any.
Mr. Chairman, if you
Yes.
wouldn't mind, I'd move to reconvene at 4:58 PM, or unless an objectioner does arrive today while we're here.
Second.
All right. We have a motion by Heidke, second by Shanek to suspend the meeting until 4:58 PM. Any discussion on that item? All in favor by saying aye? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Be back at 4:58.